At first glance, 24-year-old Pat Venditte looks like any other minor leaguer. But he's one of a kind.
I've heard a lot of guys call him the freak.
All the fans, they want to come and see Venditte pitch.
That's because Pat Venditte is the first ambidextrous pitcher in professional baseball in more than 100 years.
He's going to come at you left-handed if he needs to. He can come at you right-handed. He throws everything from everywhere. You know, how do you combat that?
Venditte throws 6 different pitches with both arms. Latin teammates have dubbed him pulpo, Spanish for octopus.
If I'm getting hitters out, I don't really care what they're calling me. I just want to be doing well.
He's done well so far. The second-year pro has been baffling batters this year as a reliever in the New York Yankees farm system, where the team clocks him at 93 from the right and 86 from the left. Through mid-August, he'd struck out 77 batters while walking just 7, among the best strikeout-to-walk ratios in all of baseball.
How many times you come across somebody who can do it from the left and right side and then have a big-time success while he's doing it?
He went to Creighton, which was one of our rivals at Nebraska, and he's always pretty successful. It's not a gimmick. He actually can pitch.
What makes Pat Venditte so wonderful, strategically, is that he makes everyone hit against the side that he doesn't want to hit from.
So if I'm pitching right-handed and they're hitting right-handed, it's tougher for them to see. And then your breaking pitches are going away from their barrel rather than into their barrel.
Some players rewrite the record book. Venditte rewrote the rule book.
I have to declare first which way I'm going to pitch. Then the hitter can decide, and then we're each allowed one switch. So even if I switch, he can still switch, and he still has the upper hand on me, but that's only for switch hitters.
Venditte started this year with the Class A Charleston River Dogs, where he made the All-Star team with a league-leading 20 saves.
I think he's a real prospect. The type of numbers that he's putting up this year is just incredible.
In 1995, right-hander Greg Harris of the Montreal Expos pitched 1 inning with both arms. But not since Tony Mulaney in 1882 has anyone in pro ball been known for pitching from both sides. Why aren't more players trained this way?
It's got to be just genetic.
Not so, says the architect of Pat Venditte's unique talent, his father, Pat Sr. So this is where it all started.
This is the beginning.
When Pat Jr. was 3, his father built a batting cage next to the family home in Omaha, Nebraska. He knocked down an old house he owned on the adjacent property and erected lights, all to pursue a curiosity.
My goal at that time was to see if he could throw the baseball effectively with both arms.
Why did you think that was a good thing to do?
Because it's never been done before.
Pat Jr. was homeschooled, allowing father and son to train as many as 4 times a day, sometimes until midnight. How old was he at the time?
Oh, he was probably at that time maybe 6, 7, 8 years old.
6 years old up till midnight working on baseball?
Working on baseball. Oh, yeah.
And he wanted to be out here at midnight?
Oh, he loved it. He absolutely loved it. You turn the lights on, he thought he was in Yankee Stadium.
To a 5 or 6 year old, you're just having fun with your dad in the batting cage. It was always fun, and it was always something that I look forward to.
A natural righty, Pat Jr. was encouraged to toss footballs with his weak arm to further develop his pitching motion. His father, a former college player, also had him write and eat with both hands and play musical instruments, promoting the fine motor skills to control a baseball.
The thing is, did I really know what I was doing? The answer is no. I just was doing something that I thought might advance him further than what I got.
But Venditte's career as an ambidextrous pitcher nearly ended in Little League. He trained with both righty and lefty gloves and brought both to the mound in games until an umpire ruled that the extra glove could cause interference.
Then after that, you know, I just had to see if we couldn't get a glove that would fit both hands.
Where do you find one of those?
We got it in Osaka, Japan.
I remember my dad tracing my hand and then faxing it. 2 months later, I had my first glove.
The custom mitt has 6 fingers, allowing Venditte to wear it on either hand. How do I put this thing on?
It's a little tricky. There's 6 fingers here, and we only have 5 to work with, but we'll go pinky, ring, and middle, all in these 3.
Okay.
And then the index out, so nothing in these 2.
Right.
And then the thumb and the thumb hole.
Kind of like that?
Perfect.
Beautiful. Besides pitching, Venditte can't do much else anymore from the left side, like throw a frisbee or even write very well, especially on a baseball. But he continues to impress when throwing one. In June, he was promoted from Charleston to the Yankees' Advanced A team in Tampa, where lefties are batting .263 against him and righties .218. For the year, in 42 outings, his ERA is 1.62.
Because if I'm a small market team right now, I'm calling the Yankees. I'm licking my chops right here. I'm going to put him in the major leagues as soon as possible. And then I'm going to market every part of it I can.
There are a lot of guys in the minor leagues with his stuff from the left side, and there's a lot of guys in the minor leagues with his stuff from the right side who will never touch Major League Baseball. And I would think that Pat would probably rather be called up on his own merits than just for, ambidextrous night.
Pat Venditte is a phenomenon who still needs testing as a prospect. But no matter what comes of him, he has already busted one of baseball's most conventional wisdoms, that pitchers must be lefty or righty. Is this the wave of the future?
I have no idea. That was really never my intent to, change the game or anything like that. But it's a good advantage to have, that's for sure.